Yo, what's up? My name is Kelechi Gustam. You're welcome to yet another interesting section. Today we're going to be talking about certain factors to consider when going for a good camera. If you're yet to subscribe to my channel, I'd love you to please do so as to stay updated when we drop videos, and also to give YouTube that reason to push this video to other people that find it very necessary. So without further ado, I'd like us to jump straight right into it. Okay, so one of the factors you might want to consider when going for a camera is one, the purpose. Purpose is everything here, right? So what are you wanting to use that camera for? Is it for videos? Is it for still photos? Is it for street photography? Is it for sports? Is it for oceanography? There are a number of reasons you might have budgeted that camera you think you want to go for. So what you want to use that camera for would actually determine the kind of camera you're going for. The next thing you would want to consider is how much, what's your budget? How many bucks would you be willing to give to get that camera of your choice? Some cameras requires as much as $2,000. Some requires as much as $1,500. Some requires even way more, right? So are you willing to give as much as to get the camera of your choice? But however, if you're not, you can also choose the option of going for a camera that is fairly used, right? And you would still achieve great stuff. So another factor you might want to consider is portability, right? Is the camera handy? Is it very big? Is it bulky? That's one reason you might want to consider when going for a camera. You also want to consider adaptability. How sensitive is that camera to light, right? Yeah, some cameras are very sensitive to light. So what we mean by sensitivity, right, is the amount of light your camera is able to take in without bringing out grains, artifact or noise, right? So we know that in certain cameras, the higher your ISO, the more grains you find inside your photo. But there are some cameras that you take as much as you take the ISO very high and you find that is not having noise in it there. So you also want to consider the fact of, is the camera going to be used for video live streaming, or is going to be used for photo sections or regular still photos, right? So if you're going for a video, you want to consider a camera that gives you the option to navigate more of the frame per second. And if you want to go for still, you go for a camera that will want to give you more of the resolution and details there is in your picture, right? So these are some of the factors. There are so many other factors you might want to consider, but these are just few out of them. You might also want to consider the factor of a megapixels. Megapixel is synonymous with your size and resolution too, but however, it does not mean that the higher the megapixel, the higher the resolution. There's sometimes this sometimes is actually relative, because